Hello everyone, welcome to the Top Manhua Review channel. If you find the review interesting, please give me a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to watch the latest episodes soonest. I wish you a pleasant viewing experience. Previous chapter. Before, the demon was extremely furious when just about to enjoy the beauty, then track fam ruined everything, and on top of that was called a weak ghost. It really hurt. Then the main character pulled out the saint and lightly flicked him, which shocked everyone so much that their blood pressure dropped. But the demon only had his real name to show. His true power was incredibly impressive. A master. The five-fold destructive scene had just started to unfold. The demon lord went all in, betting everything on attacking track fam. However, protagonist is also a god-tier character, so he easily blocked it. The demon lord was shocked, but before he could react, track fam knocked him flying, sending him crashing down into a hole. Suddenly, from the side, a loud roar erupted from the pile of rubble. The inflamed ghost roared in furious madness. "Damn you, dog, you dare!" he thought to himself. How is this brat so strong? Incredible. He's just a projection, a mere illusion, yet his power is overwhelming. While still contemplating, he saw Zhuo Yifan suddenly rushing towards him, shouting. He underestimated his opponent and found an excuse for himself. "Indeed, you are still as naive as ever." Right after that, a powerful uppercut came from below, aimed at the demon. He quickly raised his hand to block the attack from protagonist, but it didn't do much. He was still punched by track fam and sent flying, rolling for several hundred meters. Everyone was utterly stunned, thinking that just one move. Was this really just one move? One move could render even a master powerless. No one in the 5 levels could match him. He could defeat them easily. Outside, life and death are uncertain. Who is this person? Before my eyes, what kind of pervert is this? Where did he come from? Even the disciples of the upper 3 sects couldn't compare to the 3 elves. Even the 3 elders were completely astonished, stunned. Their eyes were fixed on track fam. Anxiously thought, could this be the disciple from the demon sect who came to the twin dragons meeting to challenge us? If this person is even more formidable than Elder Gong Fuan, then this is too much. If he is this strong, could possibly defeat him, maybe we should just surrender directly and end it here. As for the others, person who was hit seems no longer surprised. He seems to consider it a natural occurrence, as fam must have done this many times before. After the punch, Zhuo Fam looked towards his accomplices and continued to say, "This kid, Yang Sha, is exactly like our previous analysis. Sui Gio, Sui Nua, following the flow, is used to it, never having been. What's stopping you, along with most of your disciples? There's not much difference between geniuses. You're incredibly naive." Yang said, "Is that true? Then, you great demon, you must give this little demon a good lesson. Let him know what hardship is." Cough 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 asterisk. But at this moment, a loud bang echoed flames. The intense ruins suddenly shattered. The debris instantly transformed into demonic flames. Slowly standing up, he had no problem. On his body was a fiery armor, emitting a scorching light. His eyes were full of killing intent as he looked towards Zhuo Fan, slightly frowning. Zhuo Fan unconsciously chuckled. Then he thought, it seems this kid, what he wanted to unleash was truly worth waiting for. But no words came from him, only a gaze. His eyes were fixed on the male lead as he slammed the accelerator, charging straight at Zhuo Fan. With a fierce punch, he struck with an incredibly powerful blow. The intense flames hadn't even reached him yet, but they already made Zhuo Fan feel as though the burned flesh can be seen. The fire represents the perfect harmony of yin and yang, so powerful. Track Fam did not dare to underestimate the enemy and hurriedly raised the qilin to block, but suddenly there was a loud sound. Track Fam quickly pulled his hand back and hastily retreated. It was only with great effort that he managed to stop, but before he could even catch his breath, he saw a flame demon forming on his hand. The green flames overlapped the flames. The deep crimson flames merged, creating a combined force. Power increased tens of times. With a loud boom, Track Fam was critically hit. He was blown away. The rocks shattered. The blow created a huge hole in the cave, an incredibly large hole. The demon's expression turned serious. His eyes were icy and indifferent. "Are you talking about me, you bastard?" So Quin Tan was startled, thinking that V Ma seemed to have turned into a completely different person. No longer the mischievous brat he used to be, but instead, he was incredibly calm now. He was like a venomous snake lurking in the shadows, searching for prey and striking with a fatal blow. Elder Van's gaze seemed to be one of despair. "I hope someone speaks up. This is the true power of the first heaven talent from the demon flame sect." The flame demon just now was still underestimating his opponent. He only used 30% of his strength, but now he's getting serious. Cultivator at the 5th level of void transformation. It's rare for anyone to be able to fight him. Even though that brat may have something special, it still won't be enough against a fierce beast. If we focus all our efforts on dealing with this, we can't do anything else. We're done for. Dni looked at the distant sea of fire and then said, "Although both of them are great evil leaves, Track Fam is still better. I just hope that he can defeat them." Hearing this, everyone smiled wryly. Who wouldn't hope for that? It's just that facing someone like him, the inflammation demon, activating serious mode, he became incredibly powerful. Thus, their faith in Zhuo Fan plummeted pitifully low. A divine illumination realm cultivator has no chance against a transcendent void realm expert. Though Zhuo Fan is a monster, his opponent is a super monster. Only, the ghostly books sect has never lost. They trust him because they know his true strength. Suddenly, a tremendous rumbling sound erupted from the seemingly bottomless depths where Zhuo Fan was. The sound came from the pile of rubble, along with cracking sounds. Yen Mo's eyes focused on the source of the noise. He saw through the dust and smoke Zhuo Fan rising from the rubble, waving his slightly mud-caked arms, then nodding, laughing and talking, truly embodying the yin-yang dual forces. Their fusion bursts forth with power, indeed, a ferocious force. My unicorn's tiny form almost couldn't hold it back. The male protagonist thought, although fiendish demon is young and impulsive, his mentality is still immature, a bit childish. He has already reached a certain level, yet once he enters battle mode, he can instantly transform into. The power of this viper is terrifying. No wonder, even as a disciple of the upper three sects, it's like this. We must be serious and avoid capsizing the boat in the gutter, otherwise it would truly be too embarrassing. Moreover, this kid is stronger than the people on our side by far. Certainly, I'm qualified to be serious. Thinking to this point, Zhuo Fan's expression, his serious, cold demeanor, radiated. Seeing this, Yen Mo's expression didn't change, but his heart trembled violently. He thought to himself, I've met a formidable opponent. His cultivation was only at the second stage of the illumination realm, yet I feel like I'm facing a top genius from the upper three sects. But there is something even more dangerous than that. He took a deep breath, the feverish heat rising. Calmly, he said, from now on, I will regard you as my greatest enemy, my lifelong foe. No sooner had he spoken than he saw a flash. Fam's teleportation appeared in front of him, the unicorn, with a mighty dragon claw strike filled with fierce momentum. The protagonist shouted loudly, hold that bastard! Friction from the third tan. The second ultimate move, the dragon claw of hell. It sounds like the roar of a dragon, echoing in the ears, with fiery armor on his body. The demon fire hadn't even waited for the dragon claw to reach him when it suddenly caught fire, setting off alarm bells. The demon fire was terrified, wondering if this kid was using his own body. He used his flesh and blood to unleash a martial arts technique. Even the 8th grade magic treasure couldn't withstand it. Even the magic armor trembled. It's hard to believe that this boy's hands don't possess any magical weapons or treasures. But even so, I still trust my instincts. I fear not 10,000, only the 10,000. If his physical strength, this brat is so perverted. If I don't believe him and confront him, I'll be a fool. Then Yen Mo quickly kicked round, flying away to maintain distance from Zhuo Fan. Simultaneously, 2 flames were released, merging and causing a huge explosion on the magic treasure. Boom, boom, boom. Another loud explosion, shaking Zhuo Fan's whole body, was immediately engulfed by a sea of flames, with a giant pillar of fire shooting straight up into the sky, surrounded by blue fire twisting like a dragon. Seeing this, the demon smirked, but before he could even laugh for long, he noticed the eyes of a monster appearing from within the flames, staring directly at him. The demon was horrified by this, and his expression changed. His eyes couldn't help but narrow. Only seeing from within the sea of flames, Track Fam seemed like a lightning bolt shooting straight towards the fiend. The male lead's eyes at this moment were filled with a reddish, menacing aura, as if a unicorn